So Larry, how close were you to getting stuck in that hole?
Well, you know, it's not any fun unless there's a chance you're gonna get stuck. And that's what makes it exciting.
Well, it's my fault because I always make them go in the springs because I can't stand cold. You know that.
Well, I'm from Canada, so 72 degrees is toasty to me.
Toasty. Just like many of the other Florida springs, we have the same 72-degree crystal clear waters, but this time, because of the minerals, it's a bit salty. Hence, Salt Springs. Now you're gonna come with us and swim in that water, see a crevice, which is very sketchy, a very feisty crab, blue crab. We're gonna see a historic building, and we're gonna see where to rent boats.
Awesome.
Welcome back, everyone. But if you're new, I'm Alice.
And I'm Larry.
And we're Downsizing Makes Sense like the penny. We are 50-something empty nesters who sold everything mid-February to live in our fifth wheel with our pups so we can live life more deliberately.
The Salt Springs Recreation Area is located in north central Florida, about halfway between Jacksonville and Orlando, and about an hour and a half from each. Zoom in on the map here. Here's the recreation area here off of Highway 19, and I'm going to switch over to the campground map. This is a map of the Salt Springs Recreation Area campground, which includes the full hookup RV sites and the primitive camping area. We did another video on the camping area. To come in for the day use, you come into this entrance, stop at the gatehouse, and pay your entry fee for day use. You take a right at this road, down into this parking area. At the end of the parking area is the camp store, where you can get supplies for swimming. From the walkway down to the swimming area, there are several picnic tables to stop and have lunch.
Blue sky, take me on your treasure dive. I've got nothing to lose after years with the blues. Oh, you know.
Salt Springs has a very complicated history. It was conquered by Spain and land was granted to supporters. Years later, logging and turpentine business was abundant.
The shades of blue holds feather wings and arms made out of golden strings. I'll give anything.
However, because of the depletion of the trees due to turpentine and timber industries, President Teddy Roosevelt proclaimed the area the Ocala National Forest in 1908 to help preserve the area. Finally, in 1979, the U.S. government bought the springs, slowly revitalizing the area.
Lower them stairs. I've got all the tools after years with the blues. Oh, you know about them highs and lows. An angel is what I need.
These walls and walkways were built all along the spring on 3 sides, including steps into the spring. As part of the ongoing improvement to Salt Springs in 2010, while rebuilding one section of these walls, construction workers discovered prehistoric artifacts at the swimming hole. Work immediately halted so that proper excavation could start. The head of the excavation from the University of Florida said that the finds were a record of human living 5,000 to 8,000 years ago. They found wood, tools, shells, fruits, and vegetables almost looking fresh because the soil and water formed a hermetically sealed tomb that prevented the items from decomposing. The main attraction at the springs is, of course, the springs. These springs have a constant temperature of 72 degrees and pump approximately 53 million gallons of crystal clear water per day. The pool contains clear blue salty tasting water that, as a result of water rising to the surface through ancient salt deposits, contains a variety of minerals and rare trace elements, which give it a mild salt taste. Hence, the name Salt Springs. The depth of the pool ranges from 2 to 5 feet. The springs are home to an abundance of fish and marine life, including striped bass, mullet, and small fry.
Shades of blue holds feather wings and arms made out of golden strings. I give anything to say hello. To say hello. Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of
Some areas of the springs reach depths of 20 feet, with several vents or pits scattered in the end area of the pool.
we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me.
Though today there are signs requesting you do not disturb the blue crabs that can be found deep in the spring crevices, at one time they were commonly hunted. No wonder they are so feisty.
While I was swimming at the springs, I saw this young man go down under these rocks and come out the other side. I was really intrigued and decided to check out the hole myself. I got down there, and this is the hole. I tried to go through the first time with my t-shirt on, and I got stuck about halfway through. I backed up, took my shirt off, and decided to go for it again. It was a really tight hole, but I managed to squeeze myself through the hole and come up the other side. It was a lot of fun, but sometimes it's a little dangerous. I did it again and had one of the local boys swimming there hold my GoPro so he could get a shot of me coming through.
A 10-room home was built on Lake Kerr by a turpentine businessman. It was then moved to its current location to the right of the springs. In 2013, the home was added to the National Register of Historic Places. The new owners hope to restore it and open a bed and breakfast.
Just south to the entrance to the recreation area is the entrance to the marina. It's a little dirt road. It's about a half-a-mile drive down to the boat ramp.
We're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand?
Situated near the beginning of Salt Springs Run, the Salt Springs Marina is full service with a boat ramp, bait and tackle, and rentals of canoes and kayaks. Salt Springs Run flows out into Lake George near Drayton Island. Many locals put in their own boats at the marina and can be seen from Salt Springs.
In this map of the Ocala National Forest, you see Salt Springs is right here. About a 15-minute drive down the road is the Yearling Trail. It was a really fun trail. Here's the trail map, and you see we did about a 10-mile loop, hooks up with the Florida National Scenic Trail. We're going to do another video which has more footage of our hike on the Yearling Trail and some of the other local hikes in the Ocala National Forest.
Honey, come on now and take my hand.
She's like pulling now. Whoa.
Let's get out, we can leave this.
We hope joining us on our visit to Salt Springs here makes you consider coming here. This is an awesome spring, and it being in the Ocala National Forest is a little bit different experience than the state springs. Now, if you've been here, please leave a comment down below and share your experience with everybody else. If you have any questions for us, please also leave that in the comments. Now, if you like this video, please consider subscribing down here. We're doing another video, which is a site-by-site tour of the campground, and we'll have a link to that video down over here. And remember,
Downsizing still makes sense.